I just fall on the floor, damage more parts of my body. I just fall to the floor. Could be concrete floor, could be any sort of floor. I just get on with things as of daily things, as of lifetime. I just don't let it bother me if I can help it.
How long have you lived with it then?
46 years. As of my school years, it did affect my school years because I couldn't get the degrees or the actual A levels I needed when I was in high school. But as of going in and out of school, I was always took out of lessons to go to hospitals. So I missed out on the majority of my lessons. I left school when I was 15.
You were 15.
After I left school, I went to college. Because I got a degree in cookery, because I couldn't do metalwork or woodwork at school. So I did cookery in school, so I got an A level in cookery. So when I left school, I went to college. Then I did a few courses, different types of courses through my teenage years till I was 21. Then from there onwards, I was working in shops, with Joe Public, as of cycle shops, that is. I had to stop about 5 or 10 years back because my ex-wife put my son on the streets at the age of 10.
Okay.
Where I was in the bakery cooking, because I got an A level in cookery. I used to operate 70-foot ovens, 2 of those every day. There are children who are shy from their problem, who try to hide their problem. But don't hide it and don't wrap your children in cotton wool is what I'm saying. Because wrapping them in cotton wool, it just backfires. Teachers need educating, and also children do as well.
Right.
Making more people aware, it will give them the actual positivity to think positive, to help that person who's struggling, who's got that problem. There's always been stigma with epilepsy ever since it's been on the scenes or on the streets, or whichever you like to say, with the person who's ever had that problem.
Why do you think that is?
Because there are nasty people out there who just do not experience your situation you go through at the time you've got that problem. I don't let it stop me from doing anything. If I can help it, I just get on with things. All the medication that's been out there since 1963 or 68, since I had the problem, I've taken everything and it's not done any good for me. I want this operation so I can stop it.
What kind of operation are you going to have?
Left-hand side hippocampus.
And what are they going to do?
Take the part out that's causing the problem. There is a risk of memory problems, but obviously when you get old you get memory problems anyway, so that doesn't bother me. I had 50 seizures in that 1 year. I don't even think like that. As my family have never even mentioned it, which I know about anyway. So I've done a lot of research on this as well. Because as you know, you can pass away when you've had a seizure, but depending on what part of your head you hit, you can automatically say goodbye to yourself.
To be done.
More needs to be done. As of getting this out to the actual person who has the problem, and also educating schools and also families or parents out there with their children or themselves who have the same problem, so they can be there for their children to help them.
I mean, you've got the badge there for Epilepsy Action. What kind of charity are they?
Very good. They've been very helpful to me, and whenever I need anyone to talk to, there's always someone at the end of the phone to talk to. My stomach churns as if you're going over bridges. Plus, if it's possible, I concentrate on what's going on inside you. Try to stop the seizure itself, then it doesn't happen. In that way, you haven't had a seizure. But if you can't stop it, then don't force yourself. Just concentrate. I had a seizure in the hallway of where I live. That's how I twisted my ankle. It more or less folded back, and I fractured it. I was in plaster for just over 4 months. I had to use my lifelines, and if anybody has got lifelines, don't be embarrassed or ashamed to use them, because that's what they're there for.
Right.
Lifelines are for persons who have problems, all sorts of health problems. But I have lifelines that goes directly to the actual main office of the ambulance service, so they can come out and help me. They've also got keys which they hold down there, so if I can't unlock the door, then they have got the spare keys to this place. There have been times, and I mean, there have been times where I have struggled because a couple of years back I was taking too much of my medication. One of my dosages, I was on a high dose. And I was suffering with stress and anxiety. And I put my fist through a double glazed window because I had a seizure just at the same time as well. And I was taken to a special hospital where I was kept there for 5 days, so I can calm myself down and relax. My mum and dad was there for me, but my old dear, or my mum should I say, left when I was 12 years old. So I'm sorry, but she wasn't there for me at the time when I needed her, where my family, as of my sister and my father, was. My mum passed away 5 years back, as of this year. My father passed away 16 years back, so I have no parents whatsoever.
Right.
When I have no one to talk to, I sometimes bottle everything up, which you shouldn't bottle everything up.